Hello guys, welcome again. This is Fruitful Investment Strategies and my name is Kalambai. If this is your first time to actually follow our channel, please make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe, you follow us and you share this video. And please comment down on the bottom what you think about this video, because here we talk about investment, we talk about money, we talk about progress, we talk about capital, and we talk about finances. So if you are looking for finances, this is the best place to be, and this is where it happens. So make sure that you subscribe and you follow us until this video is finished. So let's today, the reason I'm here and I want to connect with you is actually because I want to share how do you choose the place to live, and how do you budget, how do you save more money by choosing the place you live, because that is very important. So I know that the reasons of choosing the places that we live, it's because of different reasons. Some live in a place because of the family, some live in a place because of the church, some live in the place because of their faith, some live in a place because of their activity, or maybe how good that place it is in terms of entertainment. So we have different reasons why we choose to live in different places. Some live because of accommodation, of transportation. You have all these reasons that comes up in order, which makes up your idea on why you should live in that certain place or certain place. But however, I want to go out looking at the economical aspects about when it comes to living in the outskirts of the city or in the city itself. So what is actually the best place to live? Is it in the outskirts, on the outskirts, or is it in the city? So I'll give you the pro and the cons. So the pro of living in the city is that you are connected to many, of these big centers. You can go easily there without needing public transport. If you are living, for example, in Europe, it's easy to be connected. But if you're living in the United States, for example, you need a car but as well, you have metro stations, you have buses, which is really pretty easy for you to be connected anywhere you go in big centers in the world. So that is one thing. You don't need to be having a parking place. Transport is actually everywhere, and there is easy accessibility. The food is there, all the different activities that you need, jobs are there. There is really massive employment. There is also massive entertainment. There is massive of everything that you might need. So it's all in the city. And many people say, hey, that is the best place to live because I save more money. So that's one of the pro. But one of the cons when it comes to living in these urban cities is that actually because there is more activity happening, you end up spending more. And because there is actually more people living in the urban places, you end spending more for accommodation as well, and for infrastructure, and everything is really spent more, because the more people want to live in that place, the more the price goes as well high. So the more you have to pay for the food, the more you have to pay for the restaurant, the more you have to pay for transportation, the more you have to pay for your accommodation living, the more you have to pay for everything that comes with it, with actually living in the city center. So that is one of the reasons why one of the reasons you can actually bring when it comes to living in these big urban centers. And there is more noise, and there is less place for you to raise your children. That is the cons of actually living in these big urban areas. But of course, you have all the entertainment and everything that follows with it. But what about living on the outskirts of the urban places? One, I can say there is much more, it's calm to live in these areas. And the other thing is that accommodation is cheaper than to live in the urban places. So you have much more cheaper accommodation. And the other thing is that transportation, if you are in a good place, you still have transportation out and inside the city as easily as it can be. Or you can have your car, which actually might cost you less, depending on how much you actually use it or how much you travel. So it all depends on you, how much you really want to do all that. And you have much more bigger space than in the big city, and you pay less for it. So those are the pros. And you are closer to nature. You can go into the nature if you like nature, of course. But if you do not like nature, you have still access to the city easily. So do not go either far away, very far from the urban centers, but 1 hour, 1 hour and a half from the urban centers, that is actually what I would recommend. Or maybe 45 minutes or 30 minutes from the city center, I can recommend that, because that is much more cheaper for you outside of the city. So tell me what you think about this. If you have other ideas, please comment down below, give us the feedback. Please remember to subscribe and to share this channel and follow us.